Here's a quick look at Projet Dalton, a new flow analysis tool in Autodesk Labs. Dalton reads in standard PCF files from Plant 3D, Intergraph, Smart Plant 3D, and other plant design tools. It'll make some starting assumptions about the setup and allow you to get started looking at flow behavior inside the piping network almost immediately. Of course, you have the ability to change the settings so you can explore different conditions. Dalton comes with a library of common liquids and gases, which you can customize or add to as needed. Here we'll set the water temperature to 65 Fahrenheit and then add it to this model in place of the generic starting fluid. Next we'll assign the conditions we want to assume at all the openings. This red arrow shows that this opening was originally treated as an outlet, but we'll flip it and consider it an inlet, then assign a pressure of 30 psi. All of the openings in the model are marked with arrows like this, with blue being inlets and red being outlets. Clicking on the name of the node in the browser will isolate the node in the view, letting you know exactly where it's located. You have the option to assign known volume flow rates, mass flow rates, Reynolds numbers, velocities, or pressures at each one of these nodes. Also, you can change between metric and US or English units using the Units button at the top of the screen. Now at any point, you can update the results by hitting the Solve button. The flow distribution will be calculated, showing you the change in the behavior in accordance with the settings that you've just made. Dalton also enables you to account for special components like pumps and valves. So we'll zoom into this section of the model and see that we have a valve near an outlet that's fully open. We can go into that specific valve and modify the loss coefficient to see the effect of closing it a bit. So we'll assign a loss coefficient of 4 to that valve now. Recalculate, and now we see that we have less flow moving out of the model through this opening, and actually some flow in a nearby pipe has reversed direction. Dalton allows you to export a comma-separated value file containing data at all the nodes and elements, allowing you to quickly capture results from the configurations that you explore. It also allows you to save a full copy of your entire setup so you can get back to it later. As an example, I'll now reopen a copy of an earlier analysis containing a large number of circuits and settings. So when we open this up, we'll see that all the circuits are arranged in the browser, and the modeling is done in much the same way as we did with a single circuit. Once the model is solved, we'll see that velocity, pressure, mass and volume flow rate, and temperature results can all be reviewed and explored on several circuits at once, giving you a picture of the overall flow distribution inside the plant.